Hello, how's it going? Thank you, Kimmy Char. Thank you, DNTF. Thank you, Thomas Travels. Thank you, Young J. How's it going, everybody? How are you doing? When are we getting more Ironmon? You will get one more single Ironmon video that will be coming out, I don't know, one day. Probably pretty soon, I'd imagine. Yeah, you missed the sliver? I need to get with Destiny and we need to figure out something. Miss me? Hope I feel okay. Yeah, my throat hurts and it's like starting to hurt more like as the day's going on. And I was kind of lethargic last couple days, but I mean, I don't think it's really hit me yet. I don't know if any of y'all have ever had COVID, but like when you test, like my worst symptom days were also the days that I had the hardest line. My line wasn't too hard, but yeah. No, it wasn't JJ Watt. I think it all goes back to Kizaron, right? Kizaron got it, and he was the first one that I heard got it, and then other people had it, blah, blah, blah. You know, I meet a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. I just hope it wasn't me. I hope I wasn't the spreader. But I mean, I guess there's really no way of like knowing if it's me or someone else. I'm feeling good though. Yeah, I'm feeling good. What do I think about soccer? I mean, I think it's a sport. Yeah, I was looking at all the light posts. Fused Black Blade, thank you for 29 months. Yeah, I mean, all the shit we get about masks. All this shit, everyone on my YouTube videos like, oh, I can't believe you wore a mask, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you know what? I probably had COVID when I did that run, so. So, probably a good thing. It's probably hindsight a really, 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 really good thing. Yeah. You know? Yeah, I don't know what was happening with the controller, at all. Yeah. All right, let me find pinned messages because I need the level codes here. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. But I mean, I think I will say, like, here's the thing. Like as soon as I was getting out, you know, like it was like mask off, have fun, dick around with people. 2,000 people in one space for an entire week. It's, you know, we might as well be making out with each other, honestly, at that point. Like honestly, you know, like people are staying up 24 hours a day. Rescale, if you don't get it, I'll be shocked. Like, honestly, if you don't get it, maybe you might just be immune. Yeah, if you don't get it, I'll be shocked. I had a little bit of sore throat. That's pretty much it. I wasn't making out with them. Fused Black Blade, great job at GDQ, awesome run. I'm gonna say it right now. All right, you know what? Let me go back to here. Baron of Shell, legitimately, I think that might have been the best GDQ run I've ever done. I thought I fucking slayed it. I thought I fucking slayed Baron of Shell. If that would have been a prime time run, if that run would have been prime time, I would have, like, I feel like I mean, I would have had a Kotaku article, IGN, people inviting me on Nintendo podcast. Like, it would have been legit. Yeah. It was prime time in Australia. I don't think I hit really any prime time. I think I hit like Middle Eastern prime time is what I hit. Yeah. Shao, thank you for 38 months. Shao, I got COVID. Full warning. Tell your brother. If I didn't stop to talk in some levels, I probably had like a minute and a half of talking and bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even that though. But like, I watched the run back last night and like, yeah, I thought it was a really great run. I thought it was probably my greatest run I've ever done. The only thing I fucked up is I didn't let them give any donations. Yeah. Yeah. Why is the YouTube comment section so toxic? Well, joke's on them. I have COVID, so. Yeah, getting sick at conferences. You work in trade shows and mascots at a place with 100K visitors. I think, like, so this is like a year and a week. Literally a year and a week, or a year and 2 weeks since I got COVID last year. And I think, like, for me, like, this is just the space and time where I'm vulnerable, right? Because, like, I got COVID, and then that, like, rode me out for a while. Then I got my shit and my booster, and that rode me out for a while. And this is just, like, this is, like, the space, like, the period. Because then I'll get my flu shot and my booster shot, right? Yeah. Who cares about math? Well, you know, it's like weird. It's one of those things where, like, all those people were, like, clicking on my video to, like, moan and bitch about the mask, so it's like more clicks, but then they downvote it, but so it's like, it's whatever, I don't care. It's fine. Like, here's the thing, rules are rules, man. Would I prefer to show my beautiful face when I have the opportunity to play in front of the most people possible? Of course I would prefer to show my beautiful face. I would love to show my beautiful face. Of course. This is the money maker, baby. All right, I'm the money maker. This right here. It's not the skills. It's not the thumbs. If it was the thumbs, everyone would be doing okay. It's this, right? So, yeah. Yeah. But rules are rules, baby. No one's complaining about having to wear pants. Again, another moneymaker for me. You know what I mean? We could apply the same logic. Another moneymaker. PJ Perkin, thank you for 32 months. Yeah, man. Like, that's just that's how it goes, though. You know what I mean? Rules are rules. Like, wherever you go, whatever places you be, like, the rules be the rules, baby. And you just follow the rules. Off-duty Bill, thank you for 38 months. I'm a guest at someone else's stream, you know. GDQ will always be the biggest place, even bigger than my own stream, or bigger than my own events and bigger than my own stream, where I can play my game in front of the most people and make the most charity donation. You know what I mean? $100,000 went to Fly Me to the Stars. I mean, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. And I fucking slayed that game, dude. I really, really, really feel like I slayed that game. Like, I felt like I really fucking slayed Baron of Shell. Like, I felt like it was a really good run. And I usually am pretty down on myself. Like, I'm usually pretty critical of myself with those things. But I felt like I really fucking slayed that run, yeah. Second game, I didn't slay. No, I didn't slay Fly Me to the Stars. But it wasn't like a horrible run, but it wasn't that great. You do wonder what happened to GDQ viewers like 50 from a few years ago. Let me tell you. I'll tell you exactly. A couple things happened in GDQ. One, being online only really, I think, killed a lot of the vibe. I'm just going to be real, 100%. Being online only killed a lot of vibe. That happened. Two, over COVID, over pandemic times, a lot of people were at home and a lot of people started to speedrun. And now an exceptional amount of our top runners don't have, like, the streams behind them, you know what I mean? The talent pool is very diluted. There's no rivalries. No opportunity for rivalries. Think about your favorite times in speedrunning. It's usually probably when 2, maybe 3 people were trading. Yo, what's going on, Poison Type? Achievous, thank you for the sub. Off-duty Bill, thank you so much. Usually those people are, like, trading records. I mean, you could use me and Mitch at all forts as an example. You know, Drant World 1 is probably one of the things that got me really big. Those battles that I had. I think when you just have people maybe beating their own records, or you have, you know, random people that it's not, and I don't mean this like random people, because like that's the thing with speedrunning, any random person can hold a world record in any game, but like when you're talking about like, we don't have those like anchors really carrying GDQ's viewership anymore, I think, in some ways. And I think people also just realize like, well, I can just watch, if like I'm only interested in like 5 or 6 runs, I can watch those throughout the year, or watch those runners throughout the year. And I think lastly, it's not exciting. Like, we're not bringing anything particularly new to the scene anymore. You've seen all of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like where in, you know, from like 2013 to 2020, you know what I mean? There's not any new strats. There's not new drastic amount of times being broken. Nothing new to show off. The mystique of speedrunners, I think, is gone a little bit. I mean, I think the mystique of Kaizo players has gone a little bit, you know? I mean, just to go that, like, Pika Snapshoot, thank you so much for that. Like, you know, there used to be a time where if you went to Super Mario World directory, right, it was everyone was speedrunning the real Super Mario World game. It used to have this huge, massive speedrunning community, and there'd be very few people playing Kaizo games. Now it is legitimately the exact opposite. If you go in Super Mario World directory, you never see motherfuckers playing regular Mario World. It's only ROM hacks. Only ROM hacks. That's all people play anymore. So it's just kind of like, I think the speedrunning community, I mean, I think gaming content as a whole is just on a downswing. You know what I mean? I think there is less raging appetite for it, especially in the retro space. And while it may feel like it happened quickly, I don't really feel like that happened that quickly. I feel like it's been in kind of a decline since probably about 2019. Yeah. So, I don't think GDQ is like we got to blame GDQ while they're not getting 150,000 viewers anymore. I don't know if there's anything they could do to get 150,000 viewers anymore. You know? Do I think GDQ should be a shorter event? Nah, I don't care how long it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think GDQ should be a more efficient event. As far the one thing I would like to see is just less downtime. Significantly less downtime. Yeah. That I think is something that is pretty easy to, would be pretty easy for them to accomplish too. And it's not that like the interview, and I would like more interviews about the people. Maybe. Yeah. What do you think attracted my generation of speedrunners? I'm the same age as the Nintendo Entertainment System. Me and the Nintendo Entertainment System are the same age. I mean, yeah, I mean, millennials, that hit us, right? And now that's another big thing that we should just speak to. Millennials were in our 20s and early 30s at GDQ's height, right? Millennials now we have kids. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, speedrunning is not something that can just take. It's pretty fucking time. It takes a lot of time. Yeah. I think that the in-between times of GDQ could be more entertaining in some ways. And I also I don't know, I feel like the crowd is scared to, like, let loose again. That'd also be my run was at 4 in the morning. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that, like, I gotta think there's a way to make it better a little bit. Show the practice room while setting up the next game. All right, so I made a pitch. I made a pitch to some of the people on staff. Here's my pitch, all right? We literally have a random game tournament. You know, like a mystery game tournament is what they're called. We have a mystery game tournament that concludes on the last day of GDQ. Anyone that's attending GDQ, anyone with an attendee badge, literally anyone can enter this tournament, right? And it breaks down, and you make content out of it the whole week, blah, blah, blah. You make content out of it, and you just keep breaking down until you get to the final day and the final 4 people, and then those people randomly get to be on GDQ, and then you can give updates about, oh, let's check out the update about the mystery tournament. You can even have live things like, oh, we're live here. Today's mystery game is blah, 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 blah. Right? Today's mystery game is blah, 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 blah. You could literally do, like, live from the practice room. You know, this is what's going on. You know, quick interviews, like, in there. Like, that's a really good idea. I thought that would be really, really fun, too. Yeah, and I also think it expands. I think that's something GDQ's always been missing from their broadcast is how big the rest of the event is, because they only have cameras in the stream room, but, like, the stream room isn't really where anything happens. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Uncle Finney, thank you for 8 months. Yeah. Yeah. I think those are good opportunities. And I think some of those things are limited by the fact that it's a 24-hour day event, that people are fucking tired, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's another part of it. People are just fucking tired. Yeah. But, like, if I was to do speedrun sessions in that vein, I would be doing a lot of that. Yeah. Scent's amazing. Yeah, Scent stuff is incredible. I love Scent stuff. And I love when people, like, interact with Scent. Like, if Scent's next to you, I kind of hated when runners wouldn't interact with Scent. But, I mean, that's just all different things. You know what I mean? I think TLDR, I don't think GDQ is, like, bleeding viewers because of anything particular that GDQ. There's always stuff that I always think they'll be able to do better. Like, of course, I don't think it's anything particular they're doing bad. I think speedrunning as a whole is just blood viewers, and I think Twitch as a whole is bleeding viewers. I mean, straight up, Twitch has 25, literally, it was a 22% year-to-year drop, just from last year to this year, drop in viewership overall on Twitch. You know? Bad economy, high inflation, like, I don't know, it makes sense. A lot of people on Twitch, like, they feel guilty if they feel like they can't, like, if they sub to a streamer, then they can't sub anymore, so they just, like, stop watching instead of, like, just unsubbing weirdly, which, like, feels, because, like, they're, like, Twitch has made this, like, culture of tipping and subscribing and everything to show your appreciation instead of, like, a culture of likes and retweets, you know what I mean? That's what Twitch made this culture of, but now it's, like, backfiring on them in a bad economy in some ways. It's like backfiring on them in a bad economy some ways, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Twitch doesn't do itself any goodwill. Yeah. Millennials getting kids? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's another huge thing. I mean, once you have kids, your TV habits change. You just watch Gabby's Dollhouse all day, every day. Yeah. Surely cracking down on streamers' advertising will help. Bluey's better than Gabby. I don't hate Gabby, though. I don't hate Gabby. Although I found out Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse is like 24 years old, and that tripped me the fuck out. Ad guidelines specifically said that clothing's fine. Yeah, I don't think they can fuck with me. I think we're good. Everyone has to advertise like Red Bull now is what's happening. Bluey does. Your girls are... My boy's obsessed with Gabby right now. With Twitch's new ad rules, you might as well chase that Saudi money. I don't have any... Saudi princes are not into speedrunning. They haven't been into Mario. Saudi princes have only been into like Hearthstone and Warcraft from what I've heard. But yeah, I mean, in other horribly corrupt capitalism business news, I've never really thought I'd feel bad for professional golfers before, but ooh, the PGA fucked their people. I used to play Hearthstone a lot. Ooh, the PGA fucked their people hard. Oh my God, the PGA fucked the PGA fucked their people so badly. Cause Luke's, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate it. What's the TLDR on the PGA? Okay, so check this out. The PGA Tour has been operating a certain way, and I'd say they had, relatively archaic guidelines given how much money, they bring in a post-Tiger Woods world. You know what I mean? Like, you could play in a PGA tournament and theoretically spend money, right? So there's some major problems there that certainly needed addressing, right? That's number one. What happened was a second golf company, backed by the Saudi Arabia public fund called LIV Golf, started buying up golfers. Phil Mickelson, was Dustin Johnson's over there. A lot of golfers, right? Some big names, some small names, some good players, a lot of garbage players, a lot of players that were good but really don't care right now because, like, who gives a fuck? They're making so much money. Yada, yada, yada. There was a lot to critique about those players because of where the money was coming from, right? Right? And the PGA did as much. The PGA banned those players from ever playing in some of their tournaments. The PGA, blacklisted them. The PGA was preaching how you players should have loyalty. They were guilting players. The PGA was talking, making a big deal about the Saudi blood money that these players were taking. Yada, 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 right? Yeah, yada, 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 right? The PGA was taking, they were taking the moral high ground on this, right? The moral high ground. Guilting players, suspending players, telling players, if you go to LIV, you'll never play. You'll never play in the US Open again. You'll never play in these tournaments again. You'll never do this again. You can go there and take that money, but you'll never be able to come to the PGA again, right? Telling all these players, if you do that, that's what's going to happen. Okay? Today, the PGA Tour merged with LIV Golf. And now they're taking the Saudi blood money. And all those players that didn't take it, and all those players that they preached loyalty, all those players that they preached, that they threatened, all those players, they did that. They just sold them out. And you know what else? They didn't tell any of them. All those motherfuckers found out on Twitter. They found out at the same time I did. It's like Just a multilateral amount of gross. Yeah. And so the moral of the story is all of those players should have taken the Saudi blood money, because now all those players are now forced to take it anyway. Now they're forced to either retire from golf completely or take the money. And none of us are like, well, yes, you spent your whole life trying to become a professional golfer. All of us have, like, I know none of us are expecting any of these players to just retire from golf completely. That's not a fair thing to ask. Yeah. You know? It's like, that's the world you're in right now. That's the world we're in right now, chat. I've never been closer to taking Raid Shadow Legends money. Yeah, now they're just going to get paid less, but they still have to take the Saudi blood money. Yeah. It's fucking wild. Like, how gross? How gross is all that fucking shit? It's so gross, yeah. Liv was smoking the PGA for event money and views? No. Here's the views. Nobody was watching the LIV Tour. The LIV Tour has horrible ratings. It was going to bleed money forever, but it had unlimited money. Option C, start their own league. Big Red Boy. When people say that, I know they have you can't. How? Thanks, Mischievous. Yeah. Yeah, Liv was online only. Oh, it's just they did. It's like they Michael Scott paper companied the PGA Tour. They totally did, which is hilarious. They totally Michael Scott paper companied the PGA Tour. Yeah, I believe that. Lives on the CW, which is almost worse than online only. What am I talking about? The new TOS? Well, we were talking about. It's led into a conversation all about that. We talked about that a little bit, but then we were talking about how fucked the golfers got too, which has just been really funny. Sorry about COVID. It's my yearly time. I think I'm beginning to think that May, June is like, this is exactly when I got it last year. Just kind of lines up. I think that's kind of when it happened. Yeah, plus like it's like a time when like a lot of people get out. You can't tell if people have allergies or they're dying. I'm fine. I have a really sore throat, but other than that, I'm good. Oh yeah, Twitch is just fucking us every chance they get. Twitch is just fucking us every chance they get. Legitimately, Twitch is making it so next year, no matter what I do, I'm probably gonna, at best, pull in half of what I made this year, which is still less than what I, with same numbers, like with exact same numbers. Yeah, they suck. It's not even worth. Like they're the worst. We can't like the way we take sponsor ads now, or like we can't have like their logos or anything on stream. Like I think this one's legal because it's a hat. But if I had like a Red Bull logo that took up more than 3% of my screen, it would be illegal now. Yeah. Thank you. You know what? My GDQ run was amazing. My GDQ run, I was really fucking... No, 3%. Yeah. Yeah, so get them backgrounds ready, guys. No, legitimately, my GDQ run was the best GDQ run I've done. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Here's to give another. You know what? Here, I'll give you guys another example of why and why I don't think it's necessarily like GDQ at all why the viewership has gone down, and I just think it's speedrunning and Twitch overall, right? When I ran Dram 1, they wrote a big fucking article about it. When I ran Dram 2, they wrote a big fucking article about it. Both of those are pretty fucking mediocre runs of not that impressive games, all right? I just slayed Baron of Shell. Absolutely slayed fucking Baron of Shell. Stupid good. Right before that was Blindfolded Breath of the Wild, which was mind-blowingly dumb and stupid, and just like, how do you even know where the fuck you're at during that game, right? Both of those runs happened back-to-back, right? Those were back-to-back runs. They were both, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. Like, the Blindfolded Breath of the Wild, I was sitting there just blown fucking away by it, right? Just rock hard sitting in the green room watching it. Like, holy shit, how is this fucking happening? Even though he died on Ganon, like Thunderblight Ganon a few times, like, who gives a flying fuck? It was fucking crazy. And then I did Baron of Shell right after that. Then we did Fly Me to the Stars, which under the really funny circumstances, that ended up being a crazy thing. And it didn't get any coverage from any, like, nowhere. Like, nothing. Not one single, not Nintendo World, or Dextero, or Kotaku, or IGN, or Polygon. Like, literally none of them. And we used to get, GDQ used to get coverage all week. Like, huge. And that's not because of GDQ or anything else. That's because people stopped clicking on those articles. People just stopped clicking on those articles. So they don't cover it anymore. Yes. They don't care. People, I love you all for care. Thank you all for caring. Still. No, I appreciate all you caring. I do have a little bit of the runs. I got a really sore throat and my butt's going a little bit. That's the two COVID things I have right now. What if you don't care? Oh, you care, bitch. You're here. You know what I care about? I need all your primes, guys. I need all your prime subs. All of them. I gotta get back to 4,000. That's to happen. Give me all your primes. Gonna poop 8 times as opposed to 6? Yeah. It all goes down to clicks. I know, it's like it's hard. We gotta clickbait it. You don't know what was better, my runs or my commentary? Frozen Zebra, thank you for 14 months. Canadri, thank you for 35. Raiden, thank you for 5 gift subs. Lock Thief, those aren't primes though. But thank you. I take your regular sub. Oh, I'll take your regular sub and I'll like it. Nurhill, thank you for 31 months. But yeah. That's just the reality of things. That's just the reality of things. Do I think my commentary or my run was better? I mean, my commentary, the run and the commentary is one thing. I'll say this, and I think people that watch me would agree. I play best when I'm not thinking and when I'm having just a really good time with people. That's when I play the best. So, I'll take your regular sub. I'll take your gift subs and like it. I'll take your regular sub. Feel dirty about it. Oh, there's a hype train. Look at this artificial way of making Twitch think that you need to donate more in order to create some sort of physical, emotional enjoyment, where they manipulate you into thinking that we're all having a good time by donating money to a streamer. Or maybe your primes, you know what I mean? Why they emotionally manipulate you into creating a situation of hype. Thank you, I appreciate it. I think the biggest mistake speedrunners make when they go to speedrun events, when they go to live speedrun events, is that, and Tofu, back me up on this, because you've been to a grip at this point, and you've watched enough. Like, they worry about the time. Like, you shouldn't worry about the time of your speedrun. Like, just, as long as it's, nobody knows. As long as it's under the estimate, everyone thinks it's great. You know? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, you set your estimate, and as long as you're under the estimate, it's fucking great. Nobody cares. As long as you're under the estimate, you're good. You show that showmanship, baby. Show it off, you know? Yeah. Show it off. Have fun. Enjoy it. 90% of the time, people don't even know your run's going bad unless you point out that the run's going bad. Yeah. They wouldn't even know. They wouldn't know you. Like, if you did a trick and you miss it, they don't know unless you point it out. You just keep going. Yeah. Do I still stand by the fact this is probably my last GDQ? I'll say I had a lot more fun than I thought I would have at GDQ. But I can't foresee a game outside of maybe GrandPooBear World 3 that I am going to run again. You know? Like, not run again, but like at a level. Like, I mean, I'm always going to have a game in my quiver because speedrun sessions is fun. But like, I don't see... First of all, there's going to be 50 people that submit GrandPooBear World 3, right? I don't really see a situation playing out where I get another run in. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't see a situation where I get another run in. Because I'm done with the races. I'm done with the Mario Maker 2 races. Like, I'd commentate them. I think I'm done with the Mario World relay races. I just think there's a lot of other people, like, you know, that deserve to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I've done both of those so many times. And I've been so lucky to be a part of them, that I just think that deservedly so, there's other people that deserve to do it. As far as the races are concerned. So yeah, I just don't really see it. I just don't really see a situation where that happens, I guess, you know? That doesn't mean like I you know, I wouldn't want to be involved or anything, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, Casper, you were amazing. Dan, you were amazing too. Y'all were all so good. When's the next speedrun session? Would I ever just go to be a commentator? Maybe. Probably not. Probably not, no. No. I don't really see me just... if I wasn't a dad, yes. But being a dad, it just makes it all really hard. Stop being altruistic and think you want to see me and not other runners. Well, I mean, it's not just that. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, I
found you through your YouTube videos a few years ago. Keep up the good work.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. A lot of it's being a dad and the fact that I travel so much for my own shit. Any tips of someone trying to do a first time run? I mean, the best tip I can give is like, A, submit to like other marathons that aren't GDQ. Because GDQ staff is always paying attention to those marathons. They really do. I think that's really something that like, people can back me up. Like, up until COVID, I ran in a lot of fucking different marathons. I ran in a lot of really small, tiny ass fucking marathons that y'all have never heard of. And I've always been kind of lucky where I've kind of shown my shit off live other places first. So it does help. Yeah. But yeah, GDQ is, just give you the example though, like, chat, GDQ, I have to pay to go, and I'm away from my family, and I miss them, and it's a lot. It's very time consuming. It's a big deal. I love it. But like on my tour, I pay people to come, and I'm paid, and I can drink alcohol, and I really like that. So if it comes down to it, I'm choosing my tour 10 out of 10 times because it's mine, and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, Power of the Pride did let me change my run day up. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah, the small speedrun events were really funny because they let me do whatever I want. Like, I would go to small speedrun events and I'd be like in the middle of my run, I'd be like, yo, chat, if you double how much they've been donated so far, I'll run Jaws right now and just interrupt this entire marathon. And 10 out of 10 times they would let me do it. 40 months, thank you for a tier 1. Hate, thank you, Hate, 40 months tier 1. Sorry, I can't read today. It's the vid. Like October 20th weekend. That'd be a fun weekend to do it. Yes. Surprised I'm streaming? Well, the thing, I'm fucked right now. I have no choice. I would probably take a sick day, but my sub, I got to stream. I got to stream. I have no choice. Like, the same thing happened to me last year. Like, I got COVID right after I took my vacation. It just is what it is. Yeah. Just is what it is. You just got to stream. How many more nerd crushes did Shoujo get? Shoujo's an awesome human. And so tall. I had no idea she was tall. I don't know why, but just like, even like looking at her last year at GDQ, like, yeah. You swear she got taller? I mean, it makes sense. She's young. She could have totally got taller. You know, she's still young. How tall is she? I'd say like 6'2", 3 maybe. Yeah. She's so good too. Yeah, she's so good. And the other thing I learned was that Mr. Mighty Mouse has like swollen hands. Mr. Mighty Mouse's hands were the biggest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. He's gonna make some woman very happy one day. Or a group of men, whatever. Johnny5, thank you for 39 months. His hands were so... Y'all, I can palm an NBA basketball, like, pretty decently. You know what I mean? Like if I can't pick it up off the dribble palm, but I can boom it here and out and like, you know, like hold it in front of your face. And no joke, Mighty Mouse is like probably like an inch shorter than me. I'm not tall by any means, but you know, he's not tall either. And no joke, his fucking hand, like my hand, like it came up to like the knuckle on him, and all of his fingers, and I have fucking giant thumbs. We talk about my toe thumbs all the time. All of his fingers were bigger than mine. Like twice the size. It was insane. It was insane. Oh my god. You must have sturdy controllers. I was tripping out about it. Yeah, I was tripping out. I couldn't believe that. Those are two things I learned. Yeah, those are two things I learned. No, overall, it was a really good time. I will say I had a lot more fun like at GDQ than I anticipated me having. Not that I thought I'd have a bad time, but I just was not necessarily like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just been a long time since I'd been, and it was really fun. I had a really, really, really great time. Me and WeSkill got to hang out the most time we've got to hang out like at once, and I just had a really great time just hanging out with people that I hadn't seen, and yeah, I loved it. Going to an event that I didn't have to put on myself, yeah. Although I did annoy the committee. I'm sure I annoyed them by not realizing that my incentive got submitted or got accepted. That was a bad move by me. 100% on me. 100% on me. Yeah, I apologize to him, but I think you know what? I think it made a funny, like a funny moment. And you know what it definitely did do? It made me go from literally no nerves at all. Like I was sitting there chilling, like not even thinking or sweating about my run, to stressed. Stressed. I went from 0 to 100. Y'all, after the Mario Maker 2 relay was done, I booked it out. I didn't even get to take any of the pictures or anything because I was gone. I was like, to the practice room. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Deal. Thank you, Johnny 5 again. Hi, Surf. Find you a man with thumbs. Yeah, but yeah, Baron of Shell, best run, probably the best live run I've ever done. Honestly, at any event I've ever done, I think that probably was my best live run I've ever done. Straight up, it was perfect. Only thing I could have asked for is I fucked up one level just like a little bit, and like, yeah, that was it. It's one level, the on-off switch level, which is honestly a relatively easy level, and I just fucked it up. I don't know, like. I think I had like 6 or 7 deaths on that level, but otherwise, like, I fucking slayed it. I really was like, fuck, this was a good run. I watched it back, and I felt like it was a good run in the middle of it. I watched it back, felt like it was a good run. It was just a fucking good run. Yeah. I usually am pretty down on myself on those things, but toot toot, baby, toot toot. What do I think of the new changes Twitch announced today? I think Twitch doesn't give a shit about anyone that's like less than 10,000 viewers at this point. They don't give a fuck about us. Yeah. Strutherford, thank you for the prime. Adam Sabre. All they're thinking about now is, the only thing they think about now is we should be getting this money that they were getting. Everywhere. They're nickel and diming us left and right. They're doing their damnedest. I actually like guest star too, which is funny. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate guest star, but it is annoying how they try to bullshit sell it. You know what I mean? Like we've used guest star to talk to viewers here. Like for me, it's like actually like really good to talk to random people, but it's not, you know, like I'm not going to use it every fucking day. I'm not going to use it with my buddies on, like, when we use Discord all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just, they're, I mean, for lack of a better word, from 2013, the time I came onto Twitch, till 2020, literally right after the pandemic started, from right then, it always felt like Twitch's goal was to get its creators more money so Twitch could have more creators living off of it. And I felt like they hit a point where they were like, all right, well, now these people have to live off of it. Now they're relying on us, so now we're going to take it all back and starve them out to the very last moment, because now they don't have any other skills. Now they've been doing this job for 4 years. Now they can't go anywhere. Now they're stuck. Hey, but what do I know? I'm just a Twitch ambassador. Look at my fancy check mark when I type in chat. Oh, it's not in here. Why do I not have a fancy check mark in here? Why do I not? Where's my fancy check mark? How do I change that? Oh, my fancy check mark. Whatever. It's all of y'all's fault for being successful. The problem is I'm not successful enough. I'm in this like magic realm right here where I'm getting fucked by every one of these changes they make so hard. I'm in this part, like right here. Like there's like the people that are like this high, and they're fine. Your Hassans and shits of the world. There's people that are lower than here that were already like kind of in a like in a struggle bus, type, you know what I mean? It was kind of teetering, you know. They probably had they definitely had a little more worries, you know what I mean? Some of them weren't going to affect them anyway. Some of these changes weren't going to affect them anyway. It's these fuckers in the middle, and that's where I'm at. You know, the guys that are like 500 to 2,000 viewers that are just getting fucked by every one of these fucking things. And people think I'm a millionaire. People think I make millions and millions of dollars a year. They think that, right? And they're very wrong. Very, very, very wrong. And then when you add in things like the fact that you got to pay for your own insurance, you have to pay self-employment taxes, you got to, you know, editors, everything else that comes along with doing this job. Because they're not employed by anyone. Yacht fuel. Yeah, yacht fuel. I can't forget about my jet fuel. Because I want steel melting jet fuel in my jet. The fact that this job's not forever. People forget about you real quick. Yeah. Probably Johnny 5. Probably a little bit less. More or less, depending on what they did. Saying annual subathon, I'll never do a subathon again. Not for Twitch, no. I'll never. Ever, ever. I would do a donation-thon, maybe. I don't even think I would do a bit-a-thon at this point. Maybe one on YouTube, but no, there's no way. Yeah. I'm not a sad boy. Yeah, scamathon. Like, that's the only way I could do it. Like, there's no way they could do it. Thankfully, Red Bull picking up checks. You know what? You guys definitely overestimate how much Red Bull pays. And not just me, I bet you're overestimating how much they pay all of their people. So, trust me when I say, listen, I love Daddy. I love the Daddy. My Daddy energy drink company. I love them so much. But I couldn't live off them alone. Yeah, it all goes to Max. Yeah, Max. Here's the thing. We all got to subsidize Max. So, and you know what? Max is fucking worth it, okay? He's fucking worth it. 25 straight races with points. I'm sorry. He's worth it. Yeah. Max is worth it, okay? Max, you know what? I'll give a little bit more of my check to you, Max, all right? He's goddamn worth it. No, not HBO Max. Max Verstappen. Yeah. He's worth it. Yeah, I mean, totally worth it. I'll help subsidize him all day. What do I got to do? What do I got to do to make sure he stays? I will do that. Wait, wrong one. Wrong one.